Michael Torres was playing his broken guitar on the corner of Hollywood Boulevard when something happened that was about to change everything. A black SUV pulled up. The window rolled down, and what the driver handed him was going to make the entire world cry. But wait a minute. This wasn't just any random act of kindness. The real story had started 11 years ago, and nobody knew the truth. Let me tell you, the 8th of February, 2015, Grammy Awards night. Justin Bieber had just won his first Grammy, Best Dance Recording. The trophy was in his hands, 21 years old, the peak of his career, cameras everywhere, flashing lights, success. But that night, something felt wrong, empty, hollow. Justin left the after-party early. His security team was confused. This was his night, his moment. But Justin just wanted to drive, clear his head. Think, 3 in the morning, his driver took him through downtown Los Angeles, and that is when he heard it. Music, real music. Raw, pure, honest. There was a man on the street corner, older, maybe 50, playing guitar. His case was open. Justin told his driver to stop. He got out. Hood up, sunglasses on. Nobody recognized him. The man was playing an original song. The lyrics hit different. Something about losing everything but still having music, still having hope, still having a reason to wake up. Justin stood there for 20 minutes, just listening. The man never looked up, never asked for anything, just played. When the song ended, he looked at the guitar. It was falling apart, strings rusty, body cracked, duct tape holding it together. And then Justin saw something, a small detail. On the guitar case, there was a faded sticker. Berklee College of Music. This man wasn't just some random street performer. He was trained, educated, a real musician. Justin went back to his car. He grabbed his Grammy, the trophy he'd won just hours ago. He walked back and placed it in the man's guitar case. The man looked up, shocked, confused. Justin didn't say anything. He just smiled. Walked away, got in his car, left. The man sat there, staring at the Grammy, not believing what just happened. That was 2015. And here is where the story gets incredible. For the next 11 years, nobody knew about this. Justin never told anyone, never posted it, never bragged. It was just a moment. A private moment between two musicians. But fast forward to January 2026, a TikTok video went viral. Someone had recorded the whole thing, a tourist, standing across the street, phone filming the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and accidentally captured everything. The video was grainy, dark, but clear enough. You could see Justin, you could see the Grammy, you could see the moment. The caption said, "Wait, is this Justin Bieber giving away his Grammy in 2015? I just found this old video on my phone." The video blew up, 10 million views in 12 hours, 50 million in 24 hours. People went crazy. Comments flooded in. But one comment stood out. From an account named Michael Torres Music. The comment said, "That was me. That was my corner. That was the night that saved my life." People started digging. Who was Michael Torres? What happened to him? Where was he now? Within hours, Reddit threads exploded. Twitter detectives got to work. Someone found his LinkedIn, someone else found old newspaper articles. Someone traced his music credits from the 90s. The pieces started coming together. Slowly then, all at once. Former studio engineer came forward, shared photos from 1998, Michael in the booth, recording with major labels, smiling, successful, alive. A neighbor from his old apartment building talked about seeing Michael's decline in 2012. The divorce papers on his door, the foreclosure notice, the moving trucks taking everything away. A shelter worker in downtown La shared her memory. Michael staying there in winter of 2014, barely speaking, barely eating his guitar. The only thing he refused to leave behind. Every story painted the same picture, a man who had everything, lost everything, and somehow found his way back through music. But here is what nobody expected. The story got even deeper. And this is what they found. Michael Torres was a Berklee graduate, class of 1992. He'd been a session musician in the 90s, worked with major artists, had a promising career. But then life hit hard: divorce, bankruptcy, depression, addiction. By 2015, he'd lost everything. His house, his studio, his family. He was living in his car, playing on street corners just to eat. That night in February 2015 changed everything for him. When Justin left that Grammy in his case, Michael sat on that corner and cried for hours. Because here is what that moment meant to him. It wasn't about the trophy. It wasn't about the money he could get from selling it. It was about being seen, being valued, being respected as a musician. Not as a homeless man, not as a failure, but as an artist. Michael never sold that Grammy, he kept it. It sat next to him every single night as he played on different corners across Los Angeles. And slowly, something shifted. His music got better. Deeper, more honest. People started stopping, really listening, really connecting. By 2017, someone recorded one of his performances, posted it online, it went viral. A music producer saw it, reached out, offered him a chance. Michael recorded an album, independent release, called it The Corner Sessions. Every song was written on those streets. Every lyric was real, raw, true. The album didn't top charts, but it sold steadily. Quietly, people connected with it. People who'd been broken, people who'd lost everything, people who needed hope. By 2020, Michael had his own small studio. Nothing fancy, just enough. He started teaching music to homeless youth, free lessons, free instruments, free hope. By 2024, he'd helped over 200 kids get off the streets through music programs. And through all of this, he never once mentioned Justin Bieber, never said who gave him that Grammy, never used it for clout, never sold the story. One of his students, a 17-year-old girl named Maya, later shared what Michael told them in class. His philosophy, his approach, his wisdom. Michael would say that everyone has a breaking point, a moment when they either give up or find a reason to continue. For him, that Grammy wasn't about the trophy. It was about being seen as a musician when the world only saw a homeless man. He taught his students that music isn't about fame. It is about connection. It is about honesty. It is about showing up even when nobody's listening. Maya said Michael would play that same song from 2015, the one Justin heard, over and over, teaching students the chords, the lyrics, the meaning behind every word. The song was called Still Here, and the chorus went like this. I lost my house, but I still have hands to play. I lost my name, but I still have songs to say. I am still here, still breathing, still believing. Tomorrow might be the day. That song became an anthem for his students, for other street musicians, for anyone who'd hit rock bottom and needed hope. By 2025, over 50 different artists had covered Still Here. Indie musicians, YouTube singers, even a few mainstream artists. But Michael never copyrighted it, never charged for it. He said the song belonged to anyone who needed it. He just kept playing, kept teaching, kept helping, until that TikTok video surfaced in January 2026. When the video went viral, journalists started calling Michael. Everyone wanted the story, everyone wanted details, everyone wanted drama. But Michael gave them something else. Truth. He posted his own video, sitting in his small studio, the Grammy visible on a shelf behind him. He talked about that night in 2015. How broken he was. How close he was to giving up. How that one moment of recognition from another artist gave him a reason to keep going. He talked about how that Grammy never represented the award itself. It represented belief. Someone believed in him. Someone saw value in what he was doing. And here's the part that made millions cry. Michael revealed why Justin did it, and nobody saw this coming, turns out. 11 years before that night, in 2004, Justin Bieber was 12 years old, performing on street corners in Stratford, Ontario, trying to make money for his mom. One day, a stranger stopped, listened to young Justin sing, and when the song ended, the stranger handed him a gift, his own guitar, a real one, professional quality. The stranger said just one thing before walking away. Don't stop playing. The world needs to hear you. Justin never saw that man again, never got his name, never got to say thank you for years. Justin carried that guilt, that gratitude, that desire to pay it forward. When he saw Michael on that corner in 2015, playing that broken guitar with that Berklee sticker. Something clicked. This was his chance, his moment to be that stranger for someone else. So he gave away his Grammy, not because he didn't value it, but because he valued something more: the circle of kindness, the chain of belief, the power of seeing someone. When this story came out, the internet exploded. People started sharing their own stories, moments when strangers helped them, moments when small acts changed everything. The hashtag started trending. Number Pay It Forward Music. Musicians worldwide started giving instruments to street performers. Music teachers started offering free lessons. Studios started donating time to homeless artists. Within 2 weeks, over 5,000 instruments were donated. Over 10,000 free lesson sessions were booked. Over 50 recording studios offered free recording time. And the stories kept coming. Musicians sharing their own breaking point moments, their own stranger encounters, their own reasons to keep going. A violinist in New York posted about the teacher who gave her a free violin when she couldn't afford one. She is now first chair in a major orchestra. A drummer in Chicago shared how a stranger paid for his first drum lesson when his family had no money. He now teaches over 100 students. A singer in Nashville talked about the vocal coach, who worked with her for free for 2 years. She just signed her first record deal. Every story proved the same thing. One person believing in you can change everything. The movement grew bigger than anyone imagined. Music stores started Pay It Forward programs. Buy an instrument, donate an instrument. Recording studios offered 1 free day per month to struggling artists. Music teachers created scholarship funds. But here is what made it different from other viral moments. This wasn't just online activism, this was real action. Real change, real instruments in real hands. Justin finally broke his silence. He posted a video. Simple. Honest. No production. Just him talking. He said he never wanted attention for that moment. It wasn't about publicity. It was about honoring the stranger who believed in a 12-year-old kid on a street corner in Canada. He said Michael's journey proved something important. Success isn't about the Grammy. It is about the music. It is about the impact. It is about lifting others up. And then Justin did something unexpected. He announced a foundation. The Stranger's Guitar Foundation, providing instruments, lessons, and recording opportunities to homeless musicians worldwide. The first person he hired to run it, Michael Torres. Today, in 2026, Michael Torres travels the world, finding street musicians, listening to their stories, giving them instruments, giving them chances, giving them belief. In his first 6 months running the foundation, Michael visited 12 countries, handed out over 3,000 instruments personally, Saturday with each musician, listened to their music, heard their stories. He documented every encounter, not for social media, not for publicity, but for the foundation records. Proof that every instrument went to a real person with a real story. A teenager in Manila playing a broken ukulele on a bridge. Michael gave him a professional model. 6 months later, the kid had a YouTube channel with 2 million subscribers. An elderly woman in Barcelona singing opera on metro platforms. Her voice was incredible. Michael connected her with a vocal coach. She is now performing in small venues across Spain. A father in Mumbai teaching his daughter guitar with only 3 strings. Michael brought them both new guitars and enrolled the daughter in a music academy. She is now composing her own pieces. Every story, every person, every instrument. They all mattered. And on every instrument he gives away, there is a small plaque. It says, "Simone believed in you. Now believe in yourself. Pass it on." The Grammy that Justin gave Michael that night in 2015. It is now displayed in the foundation headquarters in Los Angeles. Not as a trophy, but as a reminder. A reminder that the most valuable thing we can give someone isn't money. It is not fame. It is not success. It is belief, recognition, the simple act of seeing someone's worth when they can't see it themselves. Justin and Michael finally met publicly in March 2026. At the foundation opening, cameras everywhere, press everywhere, questions everywhere, but the two of them just hugged, no words needed. The circle was complete. The stranger who gave Justin a guitar in 2004, Justin who gave Michael a Grammy in 2015, Michael who now gives hundreds of people hope in 2026. That is the real story. That is what shattered millions. not because a celebrity gave away an award, but because one act of kindness 11 years ago created a ripple effect that is still spreading today. If this incredible story moved you, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Share this video with someone who needs inspiration. Have you ever received unexpected kindness from a stranger? Tell us in the comments. And don't forget to turn on notifications because more amazing true stories are coming.